Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I will be sharing with you my Stevie Nicks TimeSpace and Street Angel collection. I don't have too much, but I do have a couple of few good items. So let's go ahead and start looking at what I got. So the first item that we are going to be looking at is the actual TimeSpace vinyl version. I'm actually really lucky to come by this. This is a really hard vinyl to find for some reason. I found this on eBay and it was on a bid price. I think it started around 10 or 11 bucks. So when I did purchase it, no one else ended up bidding on it, so I got it for the starting bid price, and that is super cheap compared to what this vinyl normally goes for, at least what I see online. A lot of times it ranges from $40 to $80, just depending on which vinyl version you have, but that's sensationally expensive. So the vinyl version, it's pretty much the same as the TimeSpace version as far as like the content that is included. So with the sleeve that comes with it, all the information they just condensed onto one page essentially, and it is very hard to read all the information that is on that sleeve. Like, you have to squint and like get a magnifying glass. It's very difficult to read. The CD version is a lot easier on the eyes, where you can, read everything. So that'd be my only really gripe or complaint, is the information is just so condensed, it's just difficult to read. With these two albums, TimeSpace and Street Angel, Stevie is very negative about these two releases. So on Stevie's end, it's a negative review, but on my end, I have a lot of good, happy memories about these records and these albums. So for Stevie, this is her take on the TimeSpace release.
Well, the basic idea came basically from the industry. It's time for you to do a best of greatest hits, which I personally, the idea of doing a greatest hits or a best of album is so commercial that I run the other way a mile very quickly. And so I said, if this is what you want and this is what you want me to do, then A, I get to pick the songs, and B, there will be 2 or 3 new songs on it that I pretty much pick, and I'm going to name it. It's going to have a name. It's not going to be just another greatest hits album, because in the first place, it isn't the greatest hits album. It doesn't have, there are some songs that I'm sure that people will hear on this album that they'll go, I wish that song had been on there. But what it really is my favorite songs. I mean, we could have called this whole record My Favorite Songs. Stevie sings her favorite songs and everybody else's favorite songs. I refuse to go along with the absolute formula of picking the song that was the most popular each one. So I deviated on 3 or 4 songs that weren't quite as popular as maybe some other ones were. But I figured, they're getting 80% of what they wanted. And I'm getting 100% of what I wanted. I'm doing the record that they wanted, but I'm doing it the way I wanted to. And after doing as many records as I've done, it's too late for me to do albums that I don't want to do.
As much as Stevie was negative, really, about the TimeSpace release, I have to be very grateful that she did do it, because without that TimeSpace release, I probably would have not discovered Stevie at such an early age and fell in love with her as much as I do now, and made me the wild, crazy Stevie Nicks fan that I am today. So as much as Stevie hated TimeSpace, I'm very grateful that she did do it, because that album really made me a Stevie Nicks fan, and had me actually actively go out and search for her music because I was just so in love with the songs that were on TimeSpace. So, thank you for releasing TimeSpace, Stevie. This is the album where I first discovered Stevie at the age of 9. I was actually looking through my mom's CD rack stand that she had, and I was looking for some new music to listen to. And I happened to come across Stevie's TimeSpace album. I pulled it out of the tray. I looked at the front cover. I'm like, oh, this girl looks really pretty. I bet she has some good music. So I went into my bedroom, put the CD in my CD player, and just started listening to it. And I have to say, I fell in love ever since. But what the weird thing is I had no information on who Stevie was. I literally just picked her music out of the tray and started listening to it. There has to be something about Stevie's music, because once I got used to the CD and the songs, I would start holding little concerts in my bedroom. I'd have them fake microphone and everything, and I would put on the CD, and I'd have my own Stevie Nicks concert, which did include some twirling. I don't know where that twirling came from, but it happened. So there has to be something about Stevie's music that brings out the twirl in everyone. But yeah, this album was always on repeat. And I still do have this habit of listening to music and have my headphones in laying in bed. And this was always a CD that I put in and always listened to. Now, there is a song on here called Beauty and the Beast, and I always skipped over that song because I didn't want to listen to a Disney song. I thought Stevie, at that time, again, I didn't know too much about her, had re-recorded the Disney song for Beauty and the Beast. So I always skipped over it, didn't want anything to do with it. I just wanted to listen to her original music. I don't know at what point that I stopped and actually listened to Beauty and the Beast, but it was a realization that, oh, this is not the Disney song. I'm okay with this. Okay, so next we're going to take a look at the 12-inch version for the I Can't Wait TimeSpace release. This one I was lucky to come by as well, I think, and this was maybe $12, $15, wasn't that expensive either. And, as I've said in my previous videos, see this says the 2 large color photographs included. They are included. I got this on eBay, and this is a UK release. So we're going to take a look at the 2 photographs here. And these are pretty decent size, as you can see, in relation to the 12-inch vinyl sleeve. I mean, they're not small, but they're not overly massive either. But they're very nice quality. And they are more of a cardboard texture rather than just like flimsy paper. And I always go back and forth with deciding, should I frame these and hang all these pictures up that comes with Stevie's releases, or should I just leave them with the vinyl itself? I'm afraid if I take them out and frame them and hang them up, that I'll forget which release they came from and they won't go back to the right release. So that's why I hesitate a little bit on actually taking these out and hanging them up and enjoying looking at them. So on this release there are 3 songs. So you have the I Can't Wait TimeSpace version, and then you also have the I Can't Wait dub version, and then Sleeping Angel as well. 7-inch single for Sometimes It's a Bitch. So on this release we have, again, Sometimes It's Bitch and the Desert Angel as well. And this is also a UK release. Now, I actually like the little paper sleeve that they included. This is the original one. They put some design on it, so it's just not a white blank sleeve. Makes it a little bit more interesting. So now, as you'll notice on the songs on the vinyl version, it does not include Desert Angel. Desert Angel is only included on the CD version, so that's really the main difference between the vinyl version and the CD version. Here we are looking at Stevie Nicks' 7-inch release for I Can't Wait for TimeSpace. On this version we have the I Can't Wait TimeSpace version, and then also Edge of 17 live from her Belladonna concert. To me, it seemed like Stevie was really pushing the I Can't Wait release for TimeSpace, which I'm not quite sure why. It's a great song, one of my favorite songs, but just don't understand why she had a lot of releases for I Can't Wait during this time period. Okay, so next we are going to take a look at the CD version for TimeSpace. This is the CD that I essentially took from my mom, and it is now mine. This is a very well-loved CD. I took this everywhere that I went, and I actually did in high school. I relied on this CD a lot for a lot of the research that I did in high school. Obviously, everything was Stevie Nicks related with me, and all my reports, I made sure that she was in them some way, shape, or form. So I actually referred to this booklet a lot as far as information on the song, and also her reasons for the song, her memories, her explaining why the song came to be. I used this booklet a lot. I was constantly looking through this book. So this is a very well used and a very well loved TimeSpace CD. And luckily it's not beat up too much. There's only just one crack in the cover case. But as you can see, the information here is a lot easier to read. As I was saying earlier, that vinyl version, it's almost impossible. Even if I put my glasses on, it's still really hard for me to make out the information. So if you want to read information that is included in TimeSpace, definitely go with the CD version. And I just love this picture of Stevie. It's just great. So I'm not going to be as picky about this booklet as I am with others, just because it does give out a lot of information. Normally when I look at CD booklets, I expect pictures and I expect a lot of them. There's not that many in here, but I'm still okay with it just because of the amount of information that was given as far as information on the songs and everything. And also the picture on the booklet, on the back of this booklet here, I actually, in art class, we had to make a clay box, and I ended up making her, sorry, it's on the back of the CD case. I ended up making that picture of her out of clay and sticking it on the box, and it came out really well. My art teacher had to end up showing it off to the other classes because she's just like, this is how you do it. And I do still have it, by the way. Again, in high school, everything was Stevie Nicks themed. If that was the one thing that you needed to know about me, and still to this day, that is the one thing that you absolutely must know, is that I am a Stevie Nicks fan, and I will absolutely talk your ear off. So next we're going to look at Stevie Nicks' Street Angel album CD. There was never a vinyl release, so you just had the CD to look at. Again, Stevie was also very negative about this release, and here's why.
No, I've really walked away from it. It's really over for me. See, it was started in the summer of '92. I hope I get this right. And it went, we recorded through till after Christmas in '93, when the inauguration was. And then we went back and worked for another 6 weeks on it. And then we finished it, basically. And then all the English people that were involved went home to England, and I listened to it for 2 months, and I didn't like it. And so I went back in with Tom Finenzio to try and fix what I was not happy with. And I didn't fix it while I was working with the person that I was working with, who doesn't like to be talked about because he's not speaking to me. I didn't like it when he was there, and he knew it. And basically he told me to, in no uncertain English, very rough terms, to shut up and deal with it. And this is the way it was going to be. So I waited for him to not only leave, but be gone for 2 months before I summoned up enough courage to say, well, I know this isn't right. This is just not me. This is not my record.
Even though Stevie is negative about this release, I still do like it. No, is it my absolute favorite? No. But I enjoy what it is. Blue Denim, I think, is a fantastic song. I absolutely love singing to that song. It is just a really good, for me, just a really good rock and roll song. With this album, Stevie did go into the rock genre a little bit more than her previous album for The Other Side of the Mirror. I really do like Stevie's voice as well. Definitely start to hear more of that maturity in her voice. And then Stevie, I think the only positive thing about this release that she even absolutely liked was Just Like a Woman, where she got to work with Bob Dylan. So that really seems to be the only highlight of this album for her. Here is the other find that I was absolutely lucky to even get. So again, I had found this post on eBay. The owner had the first CD and the second CD. There's two releases, but it's treated as like one, I guess. Anyway, so there's a CD 1 and a CD 2. This is a UK release. The seller on eBay was selling these together. One, that's super rare. A lot of these people sell disc 1 and disc 2 separately. And it was at a bid price starting at $4. I did not have this, so I'm like, yes, I'm gonna watch this and see where this goes. Shockingly, no one bid on it. I was the only bidder, and I got this 2 CD set for $4. That is, again, another steal. It's almost impossible. People sell these CDs each for about $20 or more, and it's just, it blows my mind that I've gotten this at such a ridiculously low price. Now, I really, really wanted this release because it has a song Inspiration on here, which is another one of Stevie's songs that I really, really do love. And then here we're going to take a look at the second CD in this release. Now, this release is in a significantly thinner jewel case than the first one was, but these were actually released a week apart. So the first disc was released the first week, and then the second disc here was released a week later. I love 1,000 Days as well too. I used to love singing to that song all the time. I just really love Stevie's voice on that song. And it's interesting that the UK release has a song as Maybe Love, which, you know, in the American release it's Maybe Love Will Change Your Mind. So that's just a little interesting. And that is it for my Stevie Nicks TimeSpace and Street Angel collection. Again, there wasn't too much, but really exciting finds, I think, for me. So in the next video, or my next collection video, I will show you the Enchanted box set, as well as Stevie's a little bit more obscure releases. Comes to mind if you ever did believe the release for the Practical Magic movie, promo for her Enchanted tour. So just a couple of obscure releases that she did, not full album releases or anything like that, but we'll take a look at those as well. So I hope to see you guys in my next video. I will see you soon and have a great day. Bye.